Do you love silly stories for kids? Why not consider joining our family? You can even get a very special message from one of your favourite Silly Stories for Kids characters. Head over to the website to find out more. It's your support that helps us to continue to make exciting stories and more crazy content.
Did somebody say crazy?
Oh, Pimpin, no. Pimpin!
One day, Aaliyah, Sophie and Harley were all going for a walk in the bush. Now they loved going for bushwalks because they got to see all kinds of amazing things. They picked up funny sticks and they found rocks in the shape of different things. They even liked watching the birds that were flying around. As they were walking around, Aaliyah noticed something. Hey, is it just me or does the bottom of that tree look a little bit like a door? Oh, yes, said Sophie. It does a little bit. They walked over. They got closer and closer until Harley saw something. That knot looks a little bit like a door handle, she said. She grabbed hold of it and started to pull it. Shut that door, said a voice as it pulled back closed. Bang! What just happened, said Sophie. I don't know, said Aaliyah. Somebody wouldn't let me open the door, said Harley. I'm going to try again. She pulled hard. I said shut that door! Pfft! The door shut tight again. I think there's someone inside, said Harley. Maybe we should try knocking, said Sophie. So Aaliyah went up to the door and knocked. Knock, knock, knock. No one's home, said a voice. Who? You can't say no one's home. No, never mind. Are you pretending to be silent to pretend that there's no one home, said Aaliyah. No, said the voice. I think that you are, said Harley. No. Let them in, said a different voice. Who are you, said Aaliyah. The door slowly opened and out stepped two funny-looking creatures. Who are you, said Sophie. Well, first of all, who are you? Yeah, who are you? Well, I'm Aaliyah, and these are my sisters. This is Sophie. Hi, said Sophie. And this is Harley. Hello, she said. Hello. Well, my name is Wally, the wood elf. Oh, hi, Wally. And this is my wife, Wilma. Hello, said Wilma. Nice to meet you. Okay, bye. Pfft. Wilma pulled the door closed again. Oh, said Harley. That's a little bit... Wilma, open the door. Ow, but they're big and scary, said Wilma. We're not big and scary, said Aaliyah. We're actually quite small. Yeah, you should see some of our friends. They're a lot bigger than we are. Yeah, our mummy and daddy are really big. Oh, I hope they're not anywhere nearby. Go away. I don't want to meet them. No, they're not here right now, said Sophie. Can we please come in? No, I guess so. Wilma, let them in. Oh, okay, she said. The door slowly opened. Quick, get inside, she said. The three kids quickly raced in through the door, and the door was slammed behind them. They looked around inside the tree. It was amazing. Everything was made out of wood. There was a table in the middle that looked like a tree stump inside of the tree, and around the outside were all little stools completely made out of sticks. Is this where you live? Said Aaliyah. Yes, said Wilma. This is our home. We've been living here for a very long time. Do you make the things that are in here? Said Harley. Yes, we do, said Wally. I made every single chair. Here, take a seat, he said. The girls all sat down on chairs around the outside of the big wooden table. This is amazing, said Sophie. How did you do all this? Well, we have lots of time, so we just work on little things little by little. Would you like something to drink? Okay. This is called exploding tea. It's made out of very special gum nuts, said Wally. Why is it called exploding tea? Oh, never mind, said Wally as he smiled. Yeah, never mind, said Wilma. Should we really be drinking this? Said Sophie. Is it safe? Said Aaliyah. Yeah, it's definitely safe, said Wally. Just a bit of fun. Okay. So they all sat down at the table and Wally placed 3 wooden cups in front of the girls. Then he grabbed the gum nuts and put them inside a wooden pot. He mixed it up and added some water.
See, just water and special gum nuts.
Then he poured a little bit into each of the girls' cups.
Now sip it slowly,
He said. Alea picked up her cup and took a little bit of a sip. As she did, sparks started coming out of her ears. Wow, Alea, said Sophie. There's like mini fireworks coming out of your ears. Alea smiled, and as she did, the little fireworks changed colours. Wow! The girls were amazed. My turn, said Sophie. She picked up her cup and she took a little sip as well. When she sipped it, something different happened. Instead of little sparks coming out of her ears, her hair started to change colour. It became quite electric blue and started to buzz a little bit and spark. Wow, said Sophie as her hair started to all stand up. Look at your sparkly hair, said Alea, sparks still pouring out of her ears. This is so much fun. Harley, your turn. Remember, just a sip. But instead of a sip, Harley swallowed the whole cup. Uh-oh, said Wally.
Yeah,
Uh-oh, said Wilma. What do you mean, uh-oh, said Alea. Harley looked around the room. Nothing's happening, she said.
Wait for it. Wait for it.
And as she sat, all of a sudden, massive sparks started exploding out of her ears and all her hair stood up on end, and then she started to zoom around the room like a lightning bolt, and lightning sparks were blasting off her in all directions. Wow!
Take cover,
said Wally as he dove under a table. Wilma dove into a cupboard and shut the door. Alea and Sophie both dove behind a wooden couch as the sparks kept blasting. Harley was laughing and laughing as the lightning bolt shot all around the room. Sorry, said Harley. I can't help it. Eventually, the lightning eased down and Harley floated back down to the ground. Whoa! What was that?
I told you just to take a sip,
said Wally. Sorry, said Harley. It was just so delicious.
I know, how good is it?
He said.
Yes, it's the most delicious tea I've ever tasted. Too bad it makes you so sparkly.
The other girls were now back to normal as well. Well, this has been amazing, they said. It's probably almost time for us to go.
Well, you can't go without having some pine cake.
Pine cake, said Sophie. Wilma went to the cupboard and brought back out a container. She opened it up, and inside there were 3 delicious cakes with pine needles across the top. I've eaten pine needles before, said Harley. They are not yummy.
Well, these ones are. You just have to cook them right,
said Wilma. The girls each picked up their cake. Okay, well, thank you, they said as they moved back towards the door.
It's been a pleasure, said Wally. Thanks for coming to our treehouse.
Thanks for having us, said the girls. As they walked out, they looked back and waved. See you later.
And stay out.
Wilma pulled the door back closed. Whoa, said Harley. What was that? Wilma opened it again.
Just kidding. See you next time, girls.
Bye, they all yelled. As they turned around, they started to munch into their pine cakes. Harley took a bite first. Oh, this is delicious. Amazing, said Sophie. Ah, imagine. I wonder how to cook pine needles like this, thought Alea. Off in the distance, they could see their dad. Hey girls, what's taken you so long? Called out their dad. Well, called out Alea, I don't think you'd believe us, even if we told you. And that is the end of the story.
Today's episode is brought to you by Exploding Gumnut Tea, now available in tea bags. Hope you have a sparkly cup of tea. Thanks for joining us on today's story. Make sure to leave a comment down the bottom so that we know that you're listening. We'd love to hear from you. This is a big thank you from the Gumnut Tea Company.
And from me, Sam. We'll see you soon.